Hello friends, welcome to Secret of Electronics. In this video we will learn how to add more output pins to the 801085 microcontroller using a shift register. We will also explore how to create some attractive LED effects using the 801085 microcontroller and a shift register. The circuit uses a 801085 microcontroller to control 8 LEDs by utilizing a 74SC595 shift register to expand its limited output pins. The 801085 has only a few GPIO pins, making it challenging to control multiple LEDs directly. To overcome this, the 74SC595 shift register is used, which allows controlling multiple outputs using just 3 microcontroller pins. The PV0, PV1 and PV2 pins of the 801085 are connected to the SER serial data in SRCLK shift register clock and RCLK storage register clock pins of the shift register, enabling serial communication. The shift register receives serial data from the 801085 and converts it into parallel output to drive the LEDs. Each LED is connected to one of the 8 output pins of the shift register QA to QH with 220 ohm resistors in series to limit the current. The common cathodes of the LEDs are connected to GND. The shift registers VCC and GND are connected to the 5V power supply to provide the necessary operating voltage. This circuit allows the 801085 to efficiently control multiple LEDs using only 3 pins, making it useful for applications requiring expanded output capabilities. The given Arduino code is designed to control 8 LEDs using a 801085 microcontroller and a 74SC595 shift register. Since the 801085 has only a few GPIO pins, the shift register is used to expand the number of output pins, enabling control of multiple LEDs using just 3 microcontroller pins: PV0 data underscore pin, PV1 clock underscore pin, and PV2 latch underscore pin. The program starts by defining these pins and initializing them as a output in the setup function. A byte variable LED state is used to store the LED states as a 8-bit value. The update shift register function is responsible for sending the 8-bit LED state to the shift register. It first sets the latch pin low, then shifts each bit of LED state serially using the data and clock pins, and finally sets the latch pin high to update the outputs. The control LED function allows turning individual LEDs on or off by modifying the appropriate bit in LED state and updating the shift register. The loop function runs 5 different LED effects in sequence. Running LEDs turns on each LED in sequence, creating a chasing effect. K-Night Rider moves a single LED back and forth, mimicking the K-Night Rider lighting effect. Blinking all LEDs turns all LEDs on and off repeatedly. Alternate LEDs alternatively. Expanding and contracting LEDs lights up LED from the center outward, then turns them off in reverse order. Each effect is executed with a specified delay before moving to the next, creating an eye-catching LED pattern sequence. This code demonstrates how to efficiently control multiple LEDs using bitwise operation and a shift register with limited microcontroller pins. Now we will use a Arduino Nano as a ISP programmer to upload code to the 801085 microcontroller. Connect all SPI pins of the 801085 to the corresponding SPI pins of the Arduino Nano according to the circuit diagram shown on the screen. If you are unsure how to upload code to the 801085 microcontroller using a Arduino Nano, you can watch our tutorial on how to upload code to the 801085 microcontroller using a Arduino Nano by clicking the I button. After making all the connections, connect the Arduino Nano board to the PC using a USB cable. Once connected, open the Arduino IDE. After opening the Arduino IDE, open the code file which you can download from the link provided in the description. Once the file is open, configure all the necessary settings under the Tools menu. After selecting all the settings, upload the code to the 801085 microcontroller by clicking the Upload button in the Arduino IDE. Now that the code has been uploaded to the 801085 microcontroller, connect all the components according to the main circuit diagram discussed at the beginning of this tutorial. You can now see the LEDs turning on and off according to the code we explained earlier. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch our upcoming interesting tutorials.